Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly indices, silver, gold, Bitcoin and oil forecast. So what happened yesterday with DAX? DAX follow our scenario pretty nicely because we had reaction here, and last week we said that we would like to see breakout and then possible continuation to the resistance or bounce and continuation of this down move together with this daily short 1 to 3 and to see price again on this support or this support. So we see that price reacted here, went down pretty nicely. We also had volatility here and we also had some opportunities to trade. Yeah. So so we can just quickly check what happened last week, and then we will see what we have right now. So as we see here, price made double top here, rejected again the trend line. We said that we would like to see breakout of the highs to look for possible long scenarios, which didn't happen. And then price rejected this trend line again. So for bounce traders, there was a good option to look for entries, and then price went down to this level quite strongly. So what we had from the 4-hour chart, we had this option to trade, but then you have to calculate if risk reward is okay. I think around this was 1 to 1. So if you trade with the more targets, you can close everything on the support zone, or simply when price reach your first target, put stop loss to break even to log the profits, for example. Yes, so we had this option. We could also mix this with lower time frames. So if we go to 15-minute chart, we will see that we had probably on the Renko chart, you would see a little bit better. You had this option here, this option, yes, entry here, stop loss above 36, or entry here also above the 36, and then we hit another 1 to 3 here also, and also here. Yes, I missed this one. This was your option, and this here, our risk reward was nice. Yes, because entry stop loss around 7,000 points. We see 25,000. Yeah, so also here, if we jump in, it should be more than enough. 6,000, 21,000, or even more. We see that price reach around 28,000. Yeah, so this is combination, and of course you can look for the 5-minute if you like to trade on the 5-minute chart. Yes, so on the 5-minute you had this option here. Yes, entry stop loss first after trendline breakout. Yeah, so we could mix this 4-hour chart with lower time frames, but we could also look for potential entries here after breakout of the 36 EMA, because if we start to have if you trade bounces, you would be in earlier, but if you would like to see breakouts, then you have to wait. You see, if price is breaking, this is it's breaking trend line, but it's sitting on the 36. We need to see momentum, which is breaking our 36 EMA. And if we go to 1-hour chart, we will see that here was nice range for us, and after range breakout we could follow some setups. So on the lower time frames, on the 1-hour chart, we didn't have anything. Even here we didn't have, because you see our 2 to 3 line was like this. So only we had something like a 4-hour chart together with a 1-hour chart. Yes, entry stop loss. So this also was okay to take. But if we pay attention here, we didn't have, unfortunately, immediately after breakout on the 1-hour chart, on the 5-minute time frame, on the 15-minute time frame, we also didn't see. You see, only here, retracement to the 12 if we would like to trade entry and stop loss above the 36 for the conservative protection, aggressive above the 12. Yes. So we didn't have like a clean breakout retest of this and continuation. Price just gained momentum and just went down. 5-minute chart, there was only this setup here immediately after breakout, and then another setup here. Yes. So this was our scenario on the lower time frames after reaction. Bounce traders, for example, if you trade on the lower time frames, first red candle on the resistance from the 1-hour chart, on this daily trend line, entry here, stop loss above, and you have really good risk reward. Yeah, so this is how we could use it. Also for our chart, entry after this candle, stop loss above, yes, and then also nice risk reward for bounce traders. So what we have right now, price is still pointing up. If we pay attention to weekly time frame, price is sitting on 36. So what we can have, we can still have bigger retracement because we didn't have retracement for some time. So we can have it, and price might continue to go to this level or even to this. This one is quite strong from the past scenario perspective. You see, this is quite strong because we had really strong reactions around this level. In between, of course, we have this area here where price also might to stop. So if we have continuation, we have our levels, but what else we can have? Maybe just a retest of this spike and another continuation of this up move, because weekly it's still pointing up. Yes, we are still in the uptrend. Without doubt. Yes, of course, lower time frames are showing something different because daily right now is pointing down, but we know that this is a retracement from the weekly chart. Yes, and we know what might do also weekly. So in this case, we know what on the weekly we might get. So how we can trade this pair? If price stops here and reject this level, we have chance that price will continue to go to this. If this level will hold and price continue to drop, we start to have probably range. And then of course we will wait for potential breakout of this range. If this will hold and then price will go up and will break this trend line, then we have good chance that price will follow and continue to go to this resistance level. Yeah. Right now we have momentum for cells. So if we have continuation, this is our next area to stop. And what might happen? Also the same, that price will reach this and will react and maybe will stay in this zone. Yeah, so then we know what to do. Yes, we will just wait for breakouts. But if price continue to drop, yes, then you can follow your short entries and you target this or that. Okay, so this is what we have here. So we go to 4-hour chart, and right now price is pointing down. So it's nice. So what we can do, we can wait for intraday traders, scalpers can look for short entries. There was one entry before London open on the Renko chart. So there was opportunity here to grab. This is our trend line. So how we can trade this? If price reject this, and you would like to take long entries against daily momentum, and wait for potential breakout of this trend line, then you can just buy. Yes, you can buy by waiting for this trend line, and then you target this. This will be like a long bounce entry with the trend line confirmation. Yes, trend line breakout confirmation. If we go to 1-hour chart, we see that of course we can mix with the different time frames. Yes, we can just say, okay, if price breaks this, we look for buys. Yes, you can also look for aggressive opportunities here. If you see that price is struggling, is not breaking, and you will get the first white candle, then you can just simply say, okay, I enter here, stop loss below, and then your goal is here. But keep in mind that we have also a situation that price might stay on this trend line. Yes, that before breakout we can still have this smaller range here, and then maybe price will breaks. Yes. So this is option to trade bounces. Of course, if price reach this trend line, you can look for short entries, or you look for potential long buy entries here. Okay, so again, the same story. And now we can just go to lower time frames to see what we have. And if we have breakout here, you can look for short entries. Yes, of course, please keep in mind that sometimes on the lower time frames we have setups here below, and then price is going up. and this is only false breakout, and then later on the higher time frames we see only spike here. Yeah, so this is also what might happen. So keep in mind about that. But if price makes setup below, this is your option to go short. Yeah, so this is what we have on DAX right now. We go to NASDAQ and we see our scenario from last week. Yeah, this is what we said: breakout here or breakout here. Yes, and then continuation. So we see that price respected our levels. Yes, you see, we had breakout, but we never had setup for continuation. Here we had breakout, and here price respected this and then went down and follow this. Why? So let me just delete the lines. We can leave this, we can leave that for now. So what happened here? Same story. Like on the DAX, we had this daily short 1 to 3 and price went down, stopped around this level, and now it's still pushing down. This is our trend line where price might react. But if not, we have, of course, we know the price might go down. So let's summary what happened last week here. So we had this false breakout around this trend line, but if we pay attention, this was not so false breakout because this was still hold the angle, but we didn't have any setups anyway. Yeah, so you can just extend this, extend that, and if you like to trade bounces, entry here, stop loss above, good target here or here. So this was okay. Lower time frames, yeah, we had this option here on the 1 hour chart. Entry, stop loss, yes. So this case, entry, stop loss around 12,000 points, target more than enough, 3 to 1, 4 to 1. Yeah, so it was really nice. Our goal was, of course, this support zone. So we can also look if there was some combinations with lower time frames. Here on the lower time frames, yes, if you pay attention here, we had like a 15-minute short 1 to 3, so we could also use it. And then you could mix this, yeah, so you could mix this with those entries here. Or if you missed, for example, and you draw a trend line like this, you didn't have any setups later on to mix, yes, on the 15-minute chart. So price reached levels. Right now it's still pushing down. So what we might have, it's a little bit different situation than on DAX because it's still, we see price broke this support zone and it's pushing down. So if you pay attention on the weekly time frame, we are still in the uptrend. Yes, we are still in the uptrend, but there is room to move for price to move here. Yes, to the 36 and the quite strong support, and then this level will be decision level for in my opinion, because if price reach this level and we'll have reaction, we'll have another long weekly 1 to 3 for continuation. Okay, at least maybe to the previous stops. But if price starts to break this, maybe we'll have really deeper retracement. Yeah, so we will see. Definitely good level to watch from my point of view. Daily chart, pushing down, of course, broke this support, so we can just remove it. Momentum is pushing down. We have this trend line. A little bit of the support is also here. So we might have price might retest this and will bounce, but still this trend line is, you see, if we start to draw, it's not so. We can draw it like this. We can draw it like this. So basically, when price will stop and we'll have reaction, then we will be sure about drawing this trend line. Right now, it's not so nice because we have only 2 touches, so it's really difficult to draw a correct trend line. Yes, of course, if we connect spikes, it's like this. Yes, it's like this. So we have still some room. So we can leave it as it is. So now only sell, yes, only sell. Price is pushing down. We have this retracement to the 12. So later on today, if you have any entries, you can jump in. This is trendline breakout 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So we can go to, let's go to 5-minute chart, and on the 5-minute we have already set up, but of course we know that this is not good time to trade NASDAQ because this is not US session. Or you can just say 15-minute chart here, set up later on. If you get retracement and then US session will start to go down, this is okay to look for short entry. So right now sell. We also, if price will retrace to the 36 CMA, you will look again for sells. We also might have situation that price will retrace higher. So if we have retracement to this trend line will hold, you look for short entries. Yes. In case of breakout of this trend line, you look again for buy entries. If we would like to trade against main direction, at least we need to see that price is breaking 36 CMA together with the trend line, and then we start to look for buys and target this against. Yes, but this is for intraday traders and scalpers. So we go to US 30. US 30 scenario from last week, breakout in the up or breakout or continuation with this down move, and price went down. We had the false breakout here, and then price went down. Yeah, so let's see what we had on US 30. And US 30 didn't create for us nice 4-hour chart 1 to 3. We had nice retracement, but this was really strong candle, so we couldn't enter this on the 4-hour chart. And if we pay attention, yes, this was trendline breakout, so we could wait here to look for some setups. And we only had here this 1-hour chart 1 to 3. Entry here, stop loss would be above around 25,000 pips, but points, but then we would be stopped out with this, and then price went down. Yes, you could also trade in this way if you like. Yes, but it's a little bit more advanced. Entry here or here, 31,060. Yes, so at least 2 to 1 we had. Yes, but unfortunately this we would be kicked out with this spike. And lower time frames, I think there was nothing here. When I see 1-hour chart, you see there is nothing here. Also, after breakout of this trend line, we didn't have much. Yes, we had only here set up, but it was really close to the support. It's still okay if your risk reward is okay. You want to manage this a little bit faster. It's okay to take, because if you have nice momentum, maybe price will hold this momentum. So we didn't have much on the US 30. And what we have right now, if we go to weekly chart, we are still in the uptrend, and we are on the good level right now, 36 and the trend line. So there is also level here. So what we might have, it's like bounce here and another up move, or bounce here and another up move. Yes, so we have two levels where price might spike. If those levels are broken, price might go again to retest this support area. So we go to daily chart. We have right now this double bottom. Price is still pointing down. So we would like to sell our target this support or trend line together with the support. So we go to 4-hour chart right now. What we have 4-hour chart, short 1 to 3. Of course, we know that we start to be in the range, so it's not a trend anymore from the lower time frame perspective, because we have double bottoms. Yes, we don't have lower lows. This is our 4-hour chart 1 to 3. So during the US session, yes, we can say okay, only lower time frames because there is not much room here. So we can say, okay, 15-minute chart. Whenever I have 15-minute 1 to 3, I jump in. Or if I go to 5-minute chart, if I have 5-minute 1 to 3, lower low, lower high, I will jump in also here. Yeah, so this is what we have. Short entries definitely. And then what we have, if price reach, we can just draw lowest points. Yes, lowest point here. If price reach this, you can look for long buy entries, target this trend line or this trend line, okay? Or if price will stack in this range, again, you wait for breakout of this or breakout of that. And this is your goal, and here, this is your goal. If price continue to drop and will reach this level, you can look for potential long entries, and then your goal will be 4-hour chart trend line. Yeah, so if I extend this and price will drop to this level, you can look for long bounce, buy entries and target this. Okay, so this is what we have on the US 30. Silver, this is our scenario. Yeah, we said, okay, breakout. I think trend line was a little bit, I don't know, probably empty for mess with something. But I think we said about the breakouts. Yes, we said about the breakouts here, all possible long scenarios and target this trend line. So we see that our scenario happened because price retested this, went up, retested this, then again went up, retested this, went up and didn't retest but broke. Yes, and we said about the breakouts, but there was so strong momentum that we didn't get simply any setups here. Price just drop and reach immediately our target. Yes, so we didn't have chance to enter this. Only if you trade some bounces, you could have some entries opportunities there. So price reached our target, reacted, and went strongly up. So what we have right now on silver, on the silver, we are on this quite strong level for silver. We can delete this. Yes, we see. Another level is here and here. So of course there is enough. That we still have room to go. But if we also pay attention, we might have this range. Yes, this quite big range on silver. We'll see. Right now we know what momentum on the weekly is pointing down. There was EMA crossover, so weekly is pushing down. We reached strong support zone on the weekly. So what we have on the daily. Now we can wait for the retracement, and after retracement, we look for short entries to target this support zone or this support zone. We also have resistance here somewhere. So if price breaks daily trend line with the 36 EMA, we look for buy entries and we target here this resistance zone because we might have to see retracement or from the weekly perspective to the 36 EMA. And then if we have short weekly, maybe we'll have continuation again to retest this. So this is what we have here, and lower time frame perspective. Lower time frame perspective. Let's see, where is our trend line? Our trend line is here. So if price you see that is going down, you can start to look for possible short scenarios here after trendline breakout. If you see momentum which is pushing down below the 36 EMA here, you look for short entries. Okay, you can do it on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 1-hour chart, and you target this zone. So this is what you do. If price will stack here, yes, if you see, okay, that price is here again, you wait for breakouts, long entries, target this trend line here, short entries, and target this support zone. And if price, if we go to 1-hour chart, and right now if we have this and another breakout, you can look for buy entries, and then you trade, of course, against main direction and target this. Gold. Gold also see here our scenario from last week. We said about the breakouts. Yes, to trade in this range, but you see here we had breakout, but price didn't reach this. Here and here we had breakout of this support zone, and we had nice setup. Nice setup here on the 1-hour chart. We had this entry stop loss. Yes, so in this case, first target was hit. It's around 1,000 points, and we see that 1,600. Yes, price moved. So the first target was hit, and then price reacted and went up. Why is that? Probably because of the support, and gold simply made a false breakout here. And right now is it's still tricky what we have on gold, because it's showing us that it's pointing down, but it's on the lower time frames we had the strong move, strong reaction around this support zone. Um, if we pay attention to this little spike, let's see if there is something. You see, we are, if we compare this whole move, we are around the support zone still, yes, but we don't have like on those spikes. There is not so big support. Here was much stronger, in my opinion. So what we might have on the weekly, we are still pushing down, yes, pushing down. The next strong support zone is here. Daily chart is pointing down, so basically what we can do, we can look for sell entry still. However, this whole price action on the lower time frames is not so nice. The good thing is that we have this trend line. So what we can do, we can just look for potential short bounce entries. And this is our goal, this previous low. So what we can do now, price is breaking 36. So whenever you have setup, it's okay to look for short entries or 15-minute. Yes, whenever, if we have 15-minute short 1 to 3 here, this is your trade to take. Okay. And then of course our goal is this level, and then what price might create for us. If price will build range here, of course we'll wait for breakout here or breakout here, target this, target that, and that's all. Yes, and if price breaks this, then of course our goal is down here. Yes, and then we will see what to do next, because right now it's not easy to say. Oil is pushing up after our setup, which we discussed last week, and price reach a resistance, quite strong, and the next strong one is up here. Yeah, so we can still have continuation of that without doubt. So what we have right now is really simple. Any retracement for us is a simple option to buy. Yes. So lower time frames right now we don't have much, so we need to wait at least for some a little bit deeper retracement to the daily 36 EMA, and then we can look for buy entries and again target this resistance or another one. If price reach again resistance, we can look for short bounce entries and target daily 36 EMA. This is also possible. How we can do it? Simply wait for our chart trendline breakout, but here is our trend line on the 4-hour chart. So wait for breakout of this trend line and then look for entries. Or more aggressive traders can go even to lower time frames. And if you see here right now, buy. Yes, if you want to scalp, if somebody scalp gold, you have 1-hour chart 1 to 3. If price is breaking this, you look for buy entries and you target this. But if you see that we have up momentum and price reach this top again, and you will have rejection, then you can look for short entries. Your goal is this trend line, and then you have daily 36 EMA. Yeah, daily 36, because we don't have any trend line. Yeah, so this is what we have on oil and Bitcoin. Bitcoin, we said about breakout. Breakout is happening right now. So if we have any setup on the Bitcoin, this will be our option to buy. But let's see first what is going on the higher time frames, because this is important for us, because breakout is not. Let's see where we are on the daily. Do we have anything on the lower time frames? Unfortunately not. Yes, price just started to range and then went up quite strongly without any option. So yeah, so we can look for entries definitely there on the 4-hour chart. We have weekly. It looks like a weekly long 1 to 3, so maybe we'll have continuation of this up move. If yes, this is our, of course, next goal. Daily chart. Right now, momentum is quite strong, so any retracement for us might be option to buy. Thing is that we also have resistance, quite strong resistance here. So lower your risk, because another resistance is up here on those tops. Because what might happen? Or we will go with the weekly momentum and price will follow. Yes, or this is only like a move retracement, a little bit deeper retracement, lower high, and continuation. And we will have something like this. Okay, so this is also possible situation here. So with this setup, especially that we are on the resistance, you have to lower your risk if you decide to jump in on the 4-hour chart, or mix this with lower setups, with lower settings, like the 1-hour chart maximum probably, because we have quite big spread, or 15-minute chart if you like, if you trade like this. Yes, but right now retracement and buy, and if price will follow up, you have the next level where price might to stop. And if we won't get this and price will, I don't know, we'll have some reactions. We will have breakout of the trend line, which is basically, we don't have trend line because we don't have flows. Uh, but if price breaks 36 CMA, you can look again for short entries and start to target this. Yes. So this is what we have here. So guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. If you have any questions, of course, feel free to contact us. I wish you all great week, and see you soon.